This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
Hey, what about that comic capers?
What about us?
It's us. Hello and welcome to a new episode of Comic Capers. What are we going to talk about tonight? Marvel Comics? DC Comics?
Why not both?
Yes! And all the young kids out there are like, wait, what are you talking about? How can you talk about both?
Well, there's a lot that we could talk about both. I mean, we could talk Superman and Spider-Man, we can talk Batman, Punisher, or we could just talk DC versus Marvel or Marvel versus DC or even the Amalgam universe. I don't know. There's a lot to discuss.
Well, this episode, we're going to be, this episode, we're going to talk the classic DC versus Marvel or Marvel DC miniseries from 1996. Yes. And then next episode, we'll talk about all the Amalgam tie-ins.
Jesus. Which this was the setup for. It's the prequel, shall we say.
What, the miniseries?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This leads right into it.
Yes, back in the day, Marvel and DC actually played ball every once in a while.
Yeah. I mean, we should at least get an animated series of this.
Mm-hmm.
That wouldn't be that hard.
Just the rights and stuff there.
Yeah.
Because, these days there'd be like, neither side would want any of their guys to lose.
But they're all losers at this point. Hey-o! Read more Archie comics. That is going to be my new hashtag once I get my my she shed up and running.
Don't be in trouble.
Anyway, yeah.
So yes, anyway. Yeah, so I guess DC did 2 issues and Marvel did 2 issues.
So the series was written by Ron Mars and Peter David.
Yes.
The art was by Dan Jurgens and Claudia Castellini. So we got 2 issues each month, if I remember right.
Maybe. It's so hard to remember.
I think it was like the beginning of the month and the end of the month when these issues came out, if I remember right. It's been a long time.
I'm saying, because the only cover, number 2 came out in March. Number 3 says April. And then 1 and 4, I don't see the month on.
Because there's 4 and it only went from April to May. So that's what I'm trying to figure.
Yeah.
But anyway, basically 2 Gaudi brothers who quote unquote personify the DC and Marvel universes become aware of each other's existence. Mm-hmm. And they kind of start to challenge each other to a series of duels involving each other's like respective superheroes. And they're like, to even put the cherry on top of the, Sunday, they're like, hey, the losing universe will cease to exist.
Mm-hmm.
But the weird thing is we have a Jason Todd situation where the primary battles were determined by readers voting.
Yes.
Yes, I said Jason Todd. It was close, guys. We almost didn't kill him with a crowbar.
Close. I think some people were just like, they won't do it.
Scroll way down for that awesome Robin art that we did.
Oh, but we're gonna have to do Death in the Family one day.
Oh yeah, definitely. We might even do the Rebirth version too. It was pretty interesting, actually.
Yeah.
Not the Rebirth, New 52 version. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Which Rebirth kind of tools with it too, but we'll get there eventually. So, yeah.
Issue 1 starts. It's so 90s. Issue 1 starts off. Guess with who, Lilith?
I love Ben Reilly.
Ben Reilly's Spider-Man.
Ugh.
And then we see a mysterious glowing box in an alley, which I believe first appeared in a
it's Green Lantern and Silver Surfer.
Yes, Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern, Silver Surfer crossover. Yes,
like the 2 worst things that could ever exist.
Get her, Marvel.
Fight me, I don't care.
Get her, all you nerds.
Fight me, nerd.
So from the box spreads throughout the world, and anyone tagged by one of its shafts disappears.
Then you see Ben Reilly come face to face with the Joker.
Oh, which, by the way, Joker remembers old continuity?
I don't know if it's old continuity because there was like there was a Batman Spider-Man crossover in the 90s also. I think that's what he's remembering. Because it takes place like right.
I thought it was supposed to be its own like contained thing though. So that's what I always get around.
I just don't know if that's what he's thinking of because it was Peter Parker because it was right before Ben Reilly took over and so because Ben Reilly doesn't recognize the Joker but the Joker seems to recognize Spider-Man but he mentions a different costume so I'm thinking it's the 90s story. It probably makes more sense but because he's like
we'll go with that.
Yeah.
And also like come on Axel Asher.
It's the 90s.
Oh, it reminds me of that episode of Big Bang Theory where Roger's always talking about how Stanley has to have like the alliteration.
Yes.
And worst of all, Axel Asher.
Fin Fang Fu.
First of all, Fin Fang Fu. Never forget. Never forget. So yeah.
Yes.
We get Wolverine, Storm,
Gambit,
Superman.
Yeah.
We don't talk about Gambit.
Well, yeah. The Juggernaut gets
J. Jonah Jameson also gets a little shout out in here. Juggernaut, Lois Lane, Spectre, and the Living Tribunal, which become a bigger thing later on. Tribunal, they're really bleaching, bro.
Get Superboy copping a feel on some girls in bikinis.
As you do, horny little teenager, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Breaking the universe everywhere he goes.
Yeah, this one's so set up. I mean, you see a bunch of heroes from both universes disappearing. I mean, you actually see and villains. You see the Juggernaut get teleported away and, gets in Superman's way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right and smack into that mullet.
Superman with a mullet, not as bad as Nightwing with a mullet. That's all I'm going to say. Not as bad.
You shut your mouth. Shut up.
Everybody knows mullet phase of Nightwing is a little sketch.
I know. Oh, and then
Clark is discussing the strange.
What?
Oh, what is it? When Clark is discussing these strange events with his photographer Ben Reilly, I was just like, oh God, shoot me. Just shoot me.
But you can call me Peter Parker. My professional. I don't know if that's even this. Oh yeah. This is this issue.
Yeah.
But no, what about the scene in the Batcave where Batman's going to take down Bullseye?
That'd be easy peasy for him. Like
he decks him and he's like, "You hit even harder than Daredevil."
I wish he would have said Punisher because not only the TV show, but
oh yeah,
they actually did do a crossover together. Daredevil and Batman.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
No, the Daredevil and Batman and Daredevil and Punisher, Lake of Fire. Yep.
Batman and Daredevil. I mean, Batman and Punisher. Yeah.
Batman and Daredevil, I believe.
Yes. I think there was actually the Spider-Man and Daredevil. I think both got 2 issues with Batman. I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Punisher maybe 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Because I think each company got 1. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's another one. Batman, Daredevil, King of New York. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you explain to me why Tim Drake has the hots for Jubilee? I'm like, I forget who he was dating at the time, but it was either Stephanie Brown or that Russian girl. But didn't he always have like a girlfriend? How's he like trying to?
Everybody should have the hots for Jubilee first of all, Philip.
I know, but
get on board. It's the 90s. Hashtag deal with it. 92 only a thing. I'm sorry, old man. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying.
But the way he beats her up, it was very suspect because he did have a crush on her. That's all that I'm going to say about it for right now until we get there.
He's trying to save his universe.
Wonder Woman, early kink is all that I'm saying. All that I'm saying.
I just wonder how busy this universe is because it's like, look, you got to see, the Daily Planet. There's 4 Freedoms Plaza behind.
You know how cool it would be to actually get something done like this in 2019 and beyond?
Lord. Can you imagine just the undertaking it would be just with all the characters and books they have now?
My only stipulation: no Bendis.
No what?
No Bendis.
No Bendis. Oh, yeah. You know they would want to try to get him.
Unless Jessica Jones is involved, no Bendis.
I was gonna say just because they were the one that since he's played in both universes, they would want him in there. But I thought you were gonna say it.
Peter David is fine.
I thought you were going to say no Ben Reilly. I was going to say, I was like, oh no, they're not going to put Ben Reilly in it. If they did a one in 2019, it would be superior.
No, they get jogging pants Peter Parker from Into the Spider-Verse.
There's a kid with a dead hobo.
That was about right. Anyway, yeah. So this is all just kind of a setup issue or whatever. But it's pretty cool. Like, this is so epic. Like, I remember actually getting this off a spinner. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
I was like, finally. Like, I have, like, all the other ones. Like, all the little team-ups. Darkseid versus Galactus, Spider-Man and Batman. Everyone except for Green Lantern, Silver Surfer. I don't actually own that, like, as, like, a physical copy. It's digital. Did you get
the Superman? Did you get the Superman Silver Surfer?
I did. And Superman Fantastic
Yes.
Four. But I think the one with Spider-Man is the best. When we do Ultimate Spider-Cast, we're definitely gonna have to get to that eventually.
Oh yeah, maybe we'll do a month of like just like the the crossovers.
Oh, JL Avengers! I cannot forget that. That was pretty epic too, to be honest.
Which one?
JL Avengers.
Oh yeah.
I just remember though, like this is like one of the first major like events, quote unquote, that I was like actually alive for and didn't read after the fact.
Exactly.
But yeah, so this is all set up, but it's pretty cool seeing everybody collide and interact and stuff. Oh
yeah, issue 2, we got a Wolverine Killer Croc fight.
Unnecessary, okay?
What?
That was so unnecessary.
I know.
Killer Croc is always unnecessary. Why is he a thing? Why?
I don't know.
Oh, Darkseid's in this one and Thanos too. Yeah.
Oh, of course, those two got to get together.
But come on, my favorite part of this is right.
The Stormverse. Oh yeah.
Cheater. It's like I'm sorry. Wonder Woman would toss her like a rag doll. She has some godlike powers. Dodging. It was obviously, it had to be an even match. So some people had to lose and some people had to win. It's like she didn't even go rogue. Mystique and freaking Storm. Like, come on.
I know.
Jean Grey?
It just. I know. It's just because of the popularity of the X-Men. Because it's like Nightwing versus Gambit. Come on, Nightwing would slap him around in 2 seconds.
I don't know.
Oh, don't you even. I love Gambit, but come on.
I don't know. Talking 92 X-Men. Like I said, you gotta, he made it cool. That's all I'm saying. They made Gambit cool back in 92 to 96.
Yeah. But I mean, just so much in these. I mean, look, Captain America versus Bane.
Yes, break his back.
Yes.
Mole Man made a freaking Mole Man
in the Batcave. Yeah. And Gambit and Wolverine steal the Batmobile.
Oh my god. Being Dark Claw. That's all I'm gonna say. That's what you get. But you know what I really found weird is Elektra.
Well, again, it was the 90s,
Yes. Lobo too. I was just like, I don't know that I agree with that whole thing either.
Mm-hmm. The X-Men were just so popular. Like the X-Men were like sweeping their fight.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, watch me get a little fired up. Thor versus Shazam. Although they were still calling him
BS. Yeah, they're still Captain Marvel at that point.
Yep.
I was like, I don't think that's how that works. I don't think Norse mythology, one Norse god versus all the other gods from Japan. I don't think that's how it works. But
yeah, I know.
You know, whatever. Thor needs something. We all know he's sucky. He needs something, so I'll give it to him. I've always hated Thor. He's an unnecessary Avenger.
Pretty boy.
Yeah.
And then Peter Parker / Ben Reilly saves Lois Lane from Scarecrow and Scarecrow.
I know.
Because yes, each universe has its own Scarecrow.
You just heard everybody's mind being blown. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, but I did love Doctor Doom's armor, like the way that they drew it in this one. I'm a big Doctor Doom fan, so I do notice stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
and then
see.
Thor loses his hammer and Wonder Woman picks it up.
So
she has
remember when I think one of my favorite parts is like when that confused customer enters a shop and it's full of Looney Tunes and Pinky and the Brain merchandise. I was like, get it, Warner Brothers, get it! Make that money!
Cha-ching.
I was like, holy crap.
But yeah, you mentioned...
And then the X-Men merchandise is on display too.
Mm-hmm. But you mentioned the Aquaman versus Namor fight. Which Aquaman wins by dropping a whale.
A whale. Hell yeah, as you do.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like both these characters, but Aquaman is my jam. Namor, he's an acquired taste.
Imperious Rex. But okay, I know it's Wally West, but you knew the Flash was going to be Quicksilver, right? I mean, who didn't know that?
He can't even dodge a bullet in the MCU.
Yeah.
Oh! Superman is faster than a speeding bullet. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He ain't got that speed.
I was gonna say no. Quicksilver ain't tapping no Speed Force.
I know. That's why he lost.
And then issue 2 ends with the new owner of the Daily Planet, Wilson Fisk.
The money moves.
What?
Those money moves.
I know Cardi B.
It was fun, a lot more fun because it wasn't bogged down in the setup. But like in the background, we see Axel, Asher, and the Spectre and the Living Tribunal kind of trying to figure it out. Blah blah blah. That's not the fun part.
Mm-hmm.
The battles were the fun part. Let's just be real.
They even give you a scorecard in the back and ballots.
So yeah, but I was just like, who picks Elektra? Just ugh.
Again, she was popular. She had her own title back then. I guess if you were like a hardcore Marvel fan, you know, I'm sure Charlie Esser would have picked Elektra over Catwoman. I shouldn't say that.
Catwoman is her own special breed. There's only like maybe 4 or 5 good arcs for Catwoman over how many ever years. Like I'm just gonna be real.
Well, that's like those people who vote along party lines. There's there's people who are just voting straight down the middle, Marvel or DC, no matter who the fight was.
I thought it was cute that the Captain Marvel versus Thor took place in a car.
Yes.
And then you see Rick Jones in Snapper car.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, that was a nice little touch.
Look, Thor's beating up on a kid.
As you do. Sometimes you gotta smack these little heifers. So I'm just saying.
And then 2 universes at stake, and Robin and Jubilee are making eyes at each other.
Hey man, the kids have hormones. Deal with it.
Hey-oh, yeah, after he ties her up even.
That's what I mean. Early Wonder Woman-esque levels of kink. That's all I'm saying.
Oh. And then we get, of course, I mean, Kyle Rayner versus the Silver Surfer. Come on.
To me.
You know I love Kyle Rayner, but come on.
I mean, if it was Hal even, but it can't be Hal at this particular point. But
nah. I mean, if they,
I would have even said
Parallax
at that point.
Well, I mean, if they would have did Hal at this point, it was Parallax. At least he would have been like, you know, had like the power of like most of the Green Lantern Corps behind them. At least that would be more of an even fight.
And now you know one of the reasons I don't. Oh, but what was with the lizard not being Curtis Connors?
There was a thing. There was like, what was it like before and during the Clone Saga? Like, there was a different lizard running around.
Creature.
Yeah, at first it looked like like the lizard had like evolved or mutated even more, but then they revealed it was like it had like, I don't know, what was it like they had tried, I don't know if they were trying to cure Kurt Connors and like his tail had been cut off or something, and like this, I don't know if they just like cloned like a whole new lizard off of like part of his tail or something. So it was like basically the lizard without a human counterpart.
Yeah, that was weird.
But yeah, it was 90. It was pure 90s. And then Ben Reilly, even though he doesn't have the blonde hair, hitting on Lois.
That's not to confuse DC readers who didn't give a crap about the Clone Saga.
That's true. But until we find out she's engaged.
For him, some people don't even stop then.
That's true.
Yeah.
We get access, getting his powers, find out about his destiny, whatever. Oh,
the connector thread for the big major event, and then to never be seen or heard from again.
Yeah, and then probably the most controversial fight, because I know Charlie Esser has problems with this. I think we have problems with this. I even saw when I put up, we were talking about this tonight. I think someone wrote on our Twitter about this fight bothered them. Wolverine versus Lobo.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Wolverine is like a tough customer, but
he needs to sit his 5'3" butt down.
Lobo has fought fist fights with Superman. I mean, come on.
And yeah, barely gave yield. I know.
He's basically indestructible, because all it is like you have to like.
Who even really knows Lobo outside of diehard fans, though?
Yeah,
I guess is the point. Where it's Wolverine, everybody knows Wolverine, even though he doesn't have that much merch. Surprisingly, shockingly.
Yeah. Oh just wait till Disney reboots it.
I mean, as much Deadpool merch as I saw, I don't know. Like Wolverine should have had hella merch.
Yeah, once I said Disney will fix that.
It's gonna be Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
You know who I want to be Wolverine? Daniel Radcliffe. Fight me. I don't care. Harry Potter.
I know who you're talking about. I'm just wondering what drugs you're doing.
He's wiry. He's squirrely. He can grow a good bushy beard. Come on. He's short. I want a short Wolverine, damn it.
You mean like they were talking about Danny DeVito back in the day?
Oh my God.
Can you imagine?
I want to go find the alternate universe where that freaking happened.
Oh my Lord.
Oh my God. Oh Lord. I thought it was a stretch him playing Penguin. Like, let's just be real. But no, if you love Danny DeVito, not only should you find his limoncello that is very strong, scroll way down, you should watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Anyway, yeah. So, I hated that fight. That made me mad.
Like, I'm trying to remember if me and Charlie were talking, if we were just like, oh yeah, maybe, Xavier bribed them or something, or like, hey, you can come live with in our universe.
So let's move over to round 3.
Storm and Wonder Woman.
That fight was such an injustice.
Wonder Woman had Thor's hammer. It gave her like metal thong, and then it was like then she threw the hammer away. So
yeah, metal thongs are not comfortable, apparently.
not
Sorry,
that Wolf would
fanboys.
know.
Yeah, not that I don't know.
Sure. There's an ad for Kingdom Come. We'll get there.
Yeah,
Episode 50.
Up. Yeah, scroll up.
Scroll to the future.
I'm sure you have it scheduled, probably.
Well, it's episode 50. We said episode 50, right?
Yeah.
But then this is interesting. Superboy versus Ben Reilly.
See, if it would have been real Peter Parker, for me, it would have made a little more sense.
Well, think about it this way: clone versus clone.
Oh, touche. Yeah.
I don't know if that's why
I hate them both.
I don't know if that's why they did that.
That's my sound drop. I hate them both.
There you go. I don't know if that's why they did that, because I think at this point they...
No, let's not give them any credit.
Well, I think at this point they knew they were going back to Peter Parker, so they were like, oh yeah, Ben Reilly's going to have to be the clone, so... Well, I think they just did that because they wanted the next... Red
and blue versus red and blue, dude.
Yeah, true. Because, well, he'd be outclassed by Superman, but of course we were saving Superman for the Hulk.
Yes. And at least he did win that fight. I would have been so mad. Like, people always say, Hulk would destroy him under a red sun. Well, the sun ain't red now, is it?
And it's like Superman has more, Hulk basically just has strength. Superman has more than that.
He's just angry. Yeah.
Because he was
Superman has hope. Hope beats anger every time. That's the metaphor.
And heat vision.
I have heat vision, but I would abuse the hell out of it. I'd be making popcorn, cooking the beans in the can.
Well, that's what everyone says. Like, if Superman was smart and ruthless, I mean, Batman and no one would ever.
Yeah.
Batman would never defeat him. So he'd hit him with heat vision from.
If Lex pulled an Otto Octavius and got into Superman's body, the universe would be dead. Yes, phrasing.
Charlie Esser fan fiction.
Yeah.
But then we get Batman versus Captain America.
Now this I found very interesting because technically Captain America isn't peak human level because he has the serum. Batman is actually self-made peak human level capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
So I found that an interesting choice because he is the dark and grim and Captain America is that bright, shiny.
I mean, Cap probably has the edge on a little bit extra speed and strength, but yeah, like you said, Batman's probably had more training and
League of Assassins and all that stuff,
mm-hmm.
The Shadows, whatever, whoever.
A bigger variety of skills, yes.
Yeah. So I just found that was interesting that they chose that. At the time, I was just like, really, Batman versus Captain America?
Mm-hmm. I think they were trying to go as even as they could.
But then, of each other, honestly.
Mm-hmm. But then we get the whole access thing, and the Cosmic Brothers merge, and we get the Amalgam Universe, which we'll get to next episode.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for those. Which those all take place between issues 3 and 4.
Convenient.
Yes. Because once issue 4 opens up, we get Dark Claw and Super Soldier.
Yeah. But yeah. And basically Wolverine defeating Lobo. I'm sorry, just never gonna be over.
I know. And basically, issue 4 is just the Access trying to put the two, and the Living Tribunal and Spectre trying to put everything back the way it was.
Yeah. The world was never the same after this. The fans clamored for more and have been denied for 20 years.
And when we go back to Cap and Batman, like where they were at the end of the last issue. Then we get the Hulk in the Batcave.
He drops the giant penny on the mole man's moloids.
Poor mole man. That's all that I can say. Like, I felt so bad.
And we actually get
Oh, yeah,
Superman.
from The Simpsons. The one that's always dying. Yeah. That's why I have a little pity for him.
Superman and the Hulk actually work together this time.
By far, issue 3 is probably my favorite out of all 4.
Mm-hmm.
But no, the art was solid. I thought the story was pretty fun, pretty cool.
Oh, who's facing down the Kingpin at the Daily Planet? Perry White and J. Jonah Jameson.
What? Yeah.
with their similar fashion sense.
I was gonna say, yeah, gotta have the great temples or you ain't nothing.
And they're both like
Has a-
smoke, and they're
and a
both
cigar.
smoking cigars. Yes.
Like Spider-Man pointing to each other at that point. Without the cold, hard, wet nipples, Philip. Properly.
Yes.
Cold, wet, hard nipples.
But then Spider-Man and Superboy take care of the Kingpin. Look at Superboy groping Kingpin just like he was groping those bikini girls in issue 1.
That's a lot of man, so you know you gotta get a good tight grip.
Ample American.
You know, see Daredevil final season if you want to see Vincent D'Onofrio having enough Rio. Hashtag BoJack.
And then the heroes team up to take on Darkseid and Thanos.
Thanos did nothing wrong. He needed to do more.
How dare you? I didn't even watch that movie yet.
No. How long do I have? Probably like a month, 2 months.
Yeah, it's like Endgame comes out April 26th, I think, whatever that
I
Friday
have
is.
plenty of time to watch that 2.5-hour movie.
Oh, good lord. And go get Wonder Woman handing Thor's hammer. Wow.
Take this crap back.
It's like garbage Odin hammer. And
Yeah.
then just
Eye patch Thor is the best Thor. Fight me. I don't care.
and it's not a regular crisis. We don't get red skies. We get pink skies.
It's more of a mauve purple, but sure.
And basically, Batman and
Hey, it looks like how Flash looks at the end of every May.
oh, jeez. And Batman and Captain America go on an acid trip.
Wants to be a fly on that wall.
And of course, the two brothers who represent 2 universes tell each other they've done well.
All's well that ends well.
Yep, everything's put back the way it was.
Wait, what's the ad on the back of your book? I see pork.
Whoa, hey-oh. Earthworm Jim 2.
Oh.
Now with 50% more beef, pork, and puppies.
Weird video game.
Sounds like your autobiography.
I wish my life was that interesting right now.
Got the puppies down.
More than enough. So, yeah. Stay tuned for our Amalgam one-shots.
Yes, next episode.
In the next episode. So, overall, what would you give this as a grade?
It was pure 90s. It ticked all the most of the boxes people wanted to see. The team ups. I mean, they could have went deeper, but I'd say probably a B+.
A-.
A-.
Yeah. Like I said, it's like one of the first events I was actually like alive for, reading it on a monthly basis and stuff, and pulling it off the spinner rack. It just has. It's one of those stories that has heart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same here. Yes.
Yeah, like I said, the story was pretty engaging, and the artwork was great, and most of the team ups I could get behind.
Mm-hmm. And just like,
Like comics are supposed to be. Like, I wish that creativity like really did peak in the 90s because of all the rights issues and stuff in industry. So this is like one of the last really like fun romps that we ever got. It's kind of like the comic book version of Paul's Boutique, which if you don't know is a Beastie Boys album and it can never be replicated because that's when like the sampling rates for sampling went up and stuff, and just never have an album like that because it would be outrageous to pay. So yeah, for the samples. So it's just like one of those things.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of was a money grab, but it was like, you know,
a fun money grab at least.
Yeah, and you're giving people what they, you know, wanted instead of just like, oh, here's the same old, you know.
I was just on the price either, though. That was the thing.
What?
They didn't gouge us on the price at least, though.
No, I mean, well, the main miniseries was $3.95 each, but.
I mean, that's what we spent like $6-7.
Well, that's what we're paying.
$10 now.
Yeah, so it's kind of what we're paying now, but yeah.
For a special event being $3.95. Looking at you, Doomsday Clock can't even be on time.
They can't even hit every other month.
I know. What a clusterfuck. Anyway, we'll get there eventually. One of these days, whenever it finishes.
It's in 2020, and. It's like what, 3 or 4 more issues? Yeah, it'll be 2020.
Let's hope.
Yeah. So we should get out of here?
Yes, so we can do the other stuff.
Yeah, so join us next. So join us next episode for like we said, all the amalgam one-shot crossovers, mix and match. And then we're going to be doing more 90s. We're going to be doing Wonder Woman, Challenge of Artemis, Flash, Terminal Velocity. Is that the right order? I forget. But we're doing both of them. And then, like, as we said, episode 50 is Kingdom Come.
Yep.
One of Lilith's all-time favorites. So send your thoughts. capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Follow Comic Capers on Facebook, on Twitter, @Comic Capers Pod, and @CL Sidekicks. CL Sidekicks on Instagram, and the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And Lilith.
Hey, if you nerds want to geek out about 90s comic books or, you know, Superman, Smallville, Arrowverse, at me on Twitter @Lilith Hellfire. Find me on the gram @Lilith Hellfire 86 and or @SadyPod, which can be found on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and or Twitter.
Fight me, nerd.
That's like your 2 E's. Fight me, nerd. Or for quality. Bing!
Fight me, nerds, and then like a punch sound.
Oh, I might be able to do that. All right. Thank you for joining us once again. And again, join us for the amalgams. You know, all you comic book fans love this series. And if you haven't read it, go out and read it.
Ooh! Also, be sure to check out the trailer for Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Boy, they are pandering to Lilith Hellfire. They are pandering to Lilith Hellfire.
Finally. I mean, they had Archie meet Batman 66 for crying out loud.
Any more pandering would be illegal.